Hi everyone. Yesterday we had this problem as a part of our lesson on comparing fractions. It's a problem solving task and a lot of people had a go at this. I'm going to put out some solutions now to show you how to solve the problem. So it says here that Stephanie puts 4 equally spaced points on a number line. The first point is at the 3/10 mark and the last point is at the 7/20 mark. And the question it asks you is, where has she placed the 2 points in between? So what you would need to do for this task, guys, is actually first have a go at trying to see where those fractions go on the number line. Yesterday, some people said, Mr. Bolton, those fractions are right next to each other. And in fact, you were right, because if I have a look at this number line, I've got 3/10 over here. Okay. What I need to do is figure out where 7/20 would go. If I have a look down here at 4/10, using my knowledge of equivalent fractions, I could say this is the same as 8/20, and 3/10 would be the same thing as 6/20. So halfway in between those would be 7/20. So as we can see on the number line, 3/10 and 7/20 are right next to each other at this stage. Okay. However, what we can do is zoom in. And this time on my number line, what I'm going to put on the left is 3/10, and on the other side, I'm going to put 7/20. And what I'm going to do is, well, now basically I've zoomed in. So what I can do to compare these fractions is, number one, I want to make them both 20ths, so we can have a look at that. So 3/10, we said before, is the same thing as 6/20. Now, same as before, we've got 6/20 and 7/20. We can't do 6.5/20 because then it's not a fraction, okay? But what we can do is start to think about other equivalent fractions that we could use so that we can put some other fractions in between here. So what you might start doing is thinking, well, if I multiply that by 2 and that by 2, so I double the numerator and denominator, that would give me 14/40. And if I did the same thing over here, that would give me 12/40. And then if I wanted to put an extra fraction in here, I could say, well, if that's 12/40, that's 14/40, halfway in between, and I'm guessing that's about half. I'm on a bit of a weird angle here. That would be 13/40. Okay. So now we can see that we can have some other fractions on this number line. The issue with this, though, is that it said that she had 2 evenly spaced fractions in between 3/10 and 7/20. At the minute, we only have 1 evenly spaced fraction. So this isn't a solution for this problem. The way I thought about this is I thought, well, if there's going to be 2 evenly spaced fractions, that means they're probably going to be somewhere around here and here. And if you had a look at this, we've actually split our number line now into 1, 2, 3 parts with those, just using those blue dots, those blue lines, sorry. Okay. So if we were sharing this into 3, what I thought is that if I multiplied our numerator and denominator by 3 instead, that would give me 21/60 as another equivalent fraction for 7/20. And over here, it'd give me 18/60. So now if I'll rewrite them up here for you. If I had 18/60 here and 21/60 over here, now I could count those blue lines in between by 60ths. So my next one would be 19/60. And then over here, I have 20/60. So now I can see that my 2 evenly spaced fractions between 18/60 and 21/60 would be 19/60 and 20/60.